Good morning students, history chapter 2. Students, today we will see the Anglo-Mysore wars and Anglo-Maratha wars. So look at this picture. Who is he? He is Hyder Ali. I am going to give little introduction about Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali started his career as a soldier in the Mysore army. Soon he prominence in the army to his military skills. He was made the commander-in-chief and later became the chief minister of Mysore state under Krishnaraja Udayar II, ruler of Mysore. Through his administration powers and military skills, he became the de facto ruler of Mysore. So he became the ruler of Mysore. Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan were the most powerful rulers of Mysore. Students, now we will see the Anglo-Mysore wars. Look at the flowchart. Anglo-Mysore wars. Anglo-Mysore wars were a series of 4 wars between the British and the Kingdom of Mysore in the late half of the 18th century in southern India. Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan were the most powerful rulers of Mysore. The British, the Nizam of Hyderabad and the Marathas. Thus, these three of them formed a triple alliance to crush Hyder Ali as they were jealous of their growing powers. It led to the 4 Anglo-Mysore Wars in which the British finally emerged victorious. Let us see the first Anglo-Mysore War. The first Anglo-Mysore War, it was happened in 1767 to 1769. So the rising powers of Hyder Ali, Nizam of Hyderabad formed a coalition with the British and attacked Mysore. Hyder Ali defeated them and forced the British to sign a treaty by which they agreed to help each other in case of attack by a third party. First, the Marathas first invaded Mysore, but Hyder Ali gave them a crushing defeat. Later, the Nizam of Hyderabad too invaded Mysore, but Hyder Ali was skillful enough to break the triple alliances and the Nizam became his ally. So the first Mysore was fought between the Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad, Marathas and British. So in this battle, Hyder Ali defeated. In this battle, Hyder Ali, the Nizam of Hyderabad with the Marathas formed an triple alliances with the British and attacked on Mysore in 1767. Hyder Ali defeated them and forced the British to sign a treaty. What is the name of the treaty? The Treaty of Madras was signed in 1769 between the company and Hyder Ali. So according to the treaty, the conquered territories were restored to each other. The British and Hyder Ali agreed to help each other in case of attack by the third party. So what is the agreement? They signed the Treaty of Madras. According to the treaty, the conquered territories were restored to each other. The British and Hyder Ali agreed to help each other in case of attack by third party. This is the first Anglo-Mysore wars. Students, look at this Indian map. You can see where is the Nizam territories, and it is in blue color Nizam of Hyderabad, and Mysore, Tipu Sultan, Hyder Ali territories. Mysore, it is in green color, and British Dominion, it is in red color. Now we will see the second Anglo-Mysore War. The second Anglo-Mysore War, it was happened in 1771 to 1784. In 1771, when the Marathas attacked Hyder Ali, the British did not come to his help. Already we have discussed in the first Anglo-Mysore War, They signed the treaty. According to the treaty, they agreed to help each other in case of attack by a third party. But in the Second Mysore War, when the Marathas attacked Hyder Ali, the British did not come to his help. Hyder Ali died during the war. His son Tipu continued the war, which finally came to an end in 1784 with the signing of the Treaty of Mangalore. According to this treaty, the two parties exchanged their territories and prisoners of war. Next, Third Anglo-Mysore War. Third Anglo-Mysore War, it was happened in 1785 to 94. Under Tipu Sultan, Mysore controlled the lucrative trade carried out from the Malabar coast. In 1785, Tipu Sultan stopped the export of the most profitable items such as sandalwood, pepper, and cardamom from the ports of his kingdom, and he disallowed local merchants from trading with the company. Tipu had also established a close relationship with the French, with whose help he modernized his army. French helped Tipu Sultan is modernized his army. All this anger the British fought with Tipu. In the Third Anglo-Mysore War, Tipu was defeated. Under the Treaty of Srirangapatnam, Tipu Sultan had to give away a large part of his kingdom to the British. He also paid to pay a huge fine. Here war indemnity. Fine means here war indemnity, and surrender his two sons as hostage to the British. Next, Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. It was happened in 1798 to 99. Lord Wellesley. Actually, he was the British Governor General at that time. He wanted to Tipu to accept the subsidiary alliance. Here, first you have to understand what is subsidiary alliance. The subsidiary alliance was introduced by Wellesley. The British forces, actually, the Indian local rulers, they have to keep the British forces within their territory and agree to pay for their maintenance. The company in return promised to protect such ruler from external and internal dangers. But Tipu refused. When Tipu refused, the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War started in 1798. Tipu died fighting. In this war, Tipu died. The British annexed a large portion of his conquest and gave them to the Nizam of Hyderabad for this help. Rest of the kingdom was placed under the higher of the erstwhile ruling family, the Udayas, who accepted the subsidiary alliances. In the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, Tipu Sultan died. The victory of the British over Srirangapatnam. So the new state of Mysore came under the British protectorate. A boy of old Hindu royal dynasty was made the ruler of Mysore, who had the conclude the subsidiary treaty with the British. Now we will see the Anglo-Maratha Wars. About a decade after the defeat of the Marathas in the Third Battle of Panipat, an intense power struggle began among the five Maratha chiefs Peshawar, Sardas, Holkars, and Bhonsle and the Scindias. The British took advantage of this and interfered in their internal affairs, leading to four Anglo-Maratha Wars. Let us explain this paragraph. After the Battle of Panipat, the Marathas lost their eminence. But soon, under the leadership of Scindia, they regained their lost prestige. But it was short lived. The mutual conflict between the Maratha chiefs gave an opportunity to the British to smash the Marathas. The conflicts or wars between the Marathas and the British are known as the Anglo-Maratha Wars in history. Let us see the first Anglo-Maratha War. This war broke out over the question. What is the question? Who is the successor to the throne of the Peshawar? The Maratha chiefs came together. All the five Maratha chiefs came together and defeated the British. Soon Warren Hastings. During this time, Warren Hastings was the British Governor General of India. So this Warren Hastings sent an army from Calcutta help, to help the British forces. Finally, the Treaty of Salbai was signed by which the British recognized Madhav Rao II as a Peshawar. So the first Anglo-Maratha War broke out the question of the succession to the throne of the Peshawar. Who is the succession throne of the Peshawar? So in this war, all the five chiefs came together and defeated the British. At that time, Warren Hastings became the Warren Hastings was the British Governor General of India. So he sent an army from Calcutta to help the British. Finally, Treaty of Salbai was signed, which the British recognized Madhav Rao II as the Peshawar. Next, second Anglo-Maratha War. The Maratha chiefs Scindia and Boones refused to accept the subsidiary alliance. Already we have discussed what is subsidiary alliance, and declared war on the British in 1803, because this subsidiary alliance was introduced by Wellesley I. So these two of them not liking this policy, so they declared war on the British in 1803. But they were defeated and had to cede the territories of Ahmednagar and Bhuj to the British. Third Anglo-Maratha War. So this war broke out when the Maratha chiefs, here Maratha chief who? Holkar, refused to accept he also refused to accept the subsidiary alliance. The war was rather inconclusive and peace was signed with Holkar. Fourth Anglo-Maratha War. This war broke out in 1817 when Peshawar Baji Rao II attacked the British residency. In return, the British defeated the Marathas. The title of Peshawar was withdrawn and his territories annexed to the British. So they have the title, Marathas, they have the title of Peshawar was withdrawn and his territory annexed to the British. The entire Maratha kingdom was annexed to the British territories in India. The Marathas lost their last opportunity to gain political power and influence. Students, today you have learned two important wars. One is 4 Anglo-Mysore War, then another one is 4 Anglo-Maratha War. I hope you all understood these two important wars. That's all for today class. Meet you in the next class. Till then, revise the chapter talk. Thank you. Have a nice day.